ghouls, goblins, and a World War II Liberty ship. The Mid-Atlantic's newest haunted attraction docks in Baltimore beginning October 4th. The SS John Brown Ghost Ship. Now, before we talk ghouls, let's talk Liberty ships. What made the fleet of these World War II era cargo ships so remarkable was that they weren't really remarkable at all. Now, let me explain. Nicknamed the Ugly Duckling by America's greatest generation, Liberty ships were small, they were slow, and sometimes they even fell apart. But from 1941 to 1945, the United States built more than 2,700 of these ships, christening 4 ships on average each day at 18 shipyards across America, to include here in Baltimore at Bethlehem Fairfield, where the ship I'm on now, the John Brown, was christened in September of 1942. At this point in time, the world didn't need a fancy cargo ship. It needed lots of cargo ships, and it needed them fast. In 1940, the year prior to the first Liberty ship, the Patrick Henry, rolling out of the shipyard here in Baltimore, more than 1,000 merchant vessels were lost in the North Atlantic because of German naval attacks. And our British allies needed the ammunition, the weapons, and the food that those merchant vessels were carrying. And the Liberty ship was the answer. With them, it wasn't about quality, it was about quantity. Those prefabbed ugly ducklings, held together with quick welds rather than rivets, could be produced faster than any other ship at that time. The Robert Perry, one of them, is said to have been built in just under 5 days. Now, sure, not all the Liberty ships made it over the North Atlantic, but most did because there was just so many of them. The innovation for building a cargo ship that fast literally turned the tide of war, allowing free, democratic nations to triumph over fascism. That's pretty remarkable for an ugly duckling. And despite so many being produced over those years, there's only 2 that are left in the world that are operational. And one of them, the John Brown, is right here in Baltimore. And the next phase of innovation for this floating museum is how to raise money to maintain her. So now, let's talk about ghosts. So we heard you just got back from dry dock doing some repairs.
Yes.
What happened?
We fundraised $1.3 million, and our bill came in at 1.6.
And you're thinking that maybe the Baltimore's ghost ship might actually be a good way to raise that extra cash?
Yes.
The ship is a great stage. It's got the coolest of the cool, and if you ever spent the night here by yourself, it's creepy.
For 82 years, this ship has served in wartime and on Halloween. If you want to check out the Mid-Atlantic region's newest haunted attraction, tickets are on sale from October 4th until November 2nd. And you're helping out a pretty awesome nonprofit organization in the process. So go ahead, check out Baltimore's Ghost Ship.